Hi, I'm Kimberly Allison from Starliner Music. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to continue with my series entitled Blues Solos with Comping. In this series we go back and forth between lead guitar and rhythm guitar within the context of a 12-bar blues. First, I'll perform Blues Solo with Comping in the key of C number 3, and then I'll break it down for you. Here we go. I hope you enjoy it. Alright, here we go with Blues Solo with Comping in the key of C number 3. We have a 12-bar blues that I've divided into 3 4-bar phrases. In each 4-bar phrase we'll have a couple of licks. We'll be going back and forth between lead guitar and rhythm guitar. In this exercise we'll be using both the major pentatonic scale and the minor pentatonic scale. Let's get a look at the fingerings. Here's C major pentatonic at the 8th fret. Here's C minor pentatonic at the 8th fret. Now that we've looked at the scale fingerings, let's go on to phrase number 1. So we're going to use a pickup measure to lead into the first full bar of our phrase. And that means so we're starting before the first full bar with these triplets. And I'll be sliding into a note, the G note, which is actually in our minor pentatonic scale, but I'm going a little outside of the pattern I originally showed you. But it's still in the pentatonic, so we have... those are triplets, and then a backslide back into our original pattern, and then ending here on the C root at the 8th fret. Then we'll go into our comping pattern, and we'll be playing an abbreviated C7 here with a hammer on. So we have 3 notes in our C7. This is the flatted 7, this is the 3rd, and this is the 5th. Now we're going to hammer on into that 3rd. And that makes it bluesy sounding because we'll hear a little bit of that minor 3rd that we're hammering on from. And then we're going to go to what is actually an F triad, but for our purposes it's just movement around the C harmony. So we'll go. So that's our comping pattern. Then we'll go on to the next lick. In this lick, we're starting out in minor pentatonic with the bend, and then we go into major pentatonic, back into minor pentatonic, and then to our comping. So we have really an integrated major and minor pentatonic lick as our second lick. Here's the whole phrase one more time. On to phrase 2. So the first lick of phrase number 2 This lick is targeting an F7 chord, and notice I've used mixed pentatonic here. That's sort of a major pentatonic run, and then into minor here. Back to major. Ending on the note C. Now this C is the 5th of the F chord, so again, we're ending our phrase on a chord tone of our current chord F7. You can see how that note is in the chord. Then I'm going to go down to the comping pattern at the 1st fret. Now this is the same comping pattern we used for C, except it's adjusted for F. And it sounds like this. So we have an abbreviated F7, flat 7, hammering on into the 3rd, and then our 5th. And then we make a move to a B flat triad, which is just a quick embellishment of the harmony. We go back to F7. And then we come up here to the 8th fret again for the next lick. And this is a minor pentatonic lick. I'm bending that last note just a little bit though, because I'm trying to imply the 3rd of our C chord that's happening there. Again, ending on a chord tone, the 3rd of C, which is E, and then going into our accompaniment pattern. Now let's put phrase 2 together. On to phrase 3. Phrase 3 leads into the 5 chord G7. We're going to start out with this double stop bend that's a combination of major and minor pentatonic. So we have the 6th from major pentatonic and the minor 3rd from the minor pentatonic, and we're going to do a quarter bend. And then this triplet leads into the note G, which is the root of our 5 chord. So at this point, we're on the 5 chord G, and then we're going to include some comping. Now, these are just abbreviated 9th chords, the top part of like a full G9. So here's the full G9, and I'm just kind of really hitting the top 3 strings and walking it down to an F9. And then we'll go into a minor pentatonic lick. Back to this abbreviated C comping, and then kind of implying like an A flat 9 to a G9 here. And then we'll end on a C 9th chord. So in this voicing we have the flatted 7, the 9th, the major 3rd, and the root on top. Let's put that together. That's it for Blues Solo with Comping in the key of C number 3. I'm Kimberly Allison from Starliner Music, and I hope to see you back on my channel soon.